So welcome back to the channel. In this little video, we're going to do a little bit behind the scenes chat about what's coming up. So let's delve into it. So whether you're a member of the channel or any of the communities that are involved with the channel, or just passing by, welcome. In this episode, we're just going to have a little chat about what's coming up, and there's not a timetable as such, but I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up as what's going on. So first off is the memberships. As I said right at the beginning there, some of you will be watching as members. Now you'll be watching this content and all of the content going forward, apart from lives, obviously, before anyone else, because that's part of what your membership entitles you to. And I think we should say right from the off, a big sorry really for not achieving what I set out 100%. It's a work in progress, but I'll come to that in a little while when we just have a general chat. But we're going to talk about memberships right now. I've done a little video that'll be out really soon, explaining the different ways in which you can get involved and support the channel and get involved with the community. There are different ways that you can do it. Some cost some money, some cost nothing at all. So please get involved. However, what we are trying to do is with the YouTube channel and the Facebook group, we're going to bring that all together into one hub under the Spruce Station, which will be the hub on Discord. Now, for some of you, Discord won't be too frightening, but some of you will go, oh, I've got another platform. I'm sure I want to get involved with that. It's really good platform. It's very much like Facebook, but it's also got that facet of forums, if you like. And that's generally the idea in which I'm trying to create within that server on Discord. It's really simple. In the description below is all the links you'll need for the memberships, as well as the Discord channel. So please, if you're already a member on some of the other bits and pieces, get yourself involved with the Discord group. There's going to be some exclusive things that happen on the Discord group as we go along. I've been building things up and planning, an awful lot of planning gone into it. So if you please get involved, because the group builds will go there. There'll be a lot more interaction. We're going to be doing hangouts. At the moment, it's only 2 a month. One is at the beginning of the month for everybody, and one at the end of the month, which is just for members. But I envisage that becoming more frequent, but it's down to however it's used by the people that are on there. So get yourself involved. I know at the moment it's really sunny and lovely, but try and pop in, say hello, and get involved in at least a chat. So the memberships, anyway, that's all there. It's a great way of uniting and creating and getting inspired and stuff, and that's what I'm trying to make sure we create. So obviously, the other things that I've been meaning to do, and I just haven't had time to do, is some product reviews. Now, I made a promise to some people that I would do some product reviews. They are coming very soon. The filming for that has been happening this weekend, so that's going to be going on. We've got some, as you can see just behind me, there's a bench light from Craft Lighting that we're going to look at. A little product I picked up from one of the shows I went to just recently, Key Model Worlds show. So that it's a brilliant product, and you'll see a little review on that. We've also got an airbrush that we're going to review, and some marker pens as well. Promised I would do that. We are going to do it in such a way which is not the normal review, because I'm not an expert with airbrushes. I'm just someone that uses them, and I think the only way really to give a fair review of a product is by using it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with the airbrush. I'm going to just talk you through it with a little quick review, and then I'm going to use that product only on certain models as a way of testing it thoroughly and to see whether I like it. It looks really nice, but that's coming up really soon, so look out for those. We've also got a bit of a sprue review going on as well. We've got some bits and pieces in which I've bought and wanted to do. Obviously, one of the things is the Revell E-Type Jaguar that I gave you a poll in, or I gave the members a poll to choose what I should build, and they chose what they chose. There may have been a little bit of miscommunication because some people thought it might be the Airfix Jaguar because I didn't say E-Type, but no, it's not that. It's just the E-Type from Revell. I'm not a car person, so it's going to be quite interesting to give that a go. I've got a little plan for that, so that's coming. But that's the actual build for that's going to be pushed back a little bit. But I'll explain a little bit more on that in a minute. So the other things in which are going to be reviewed are the Rubicon 156 Bell UH1D. That's for the Vietnam group build that's actually ongoing at the moment on the Facebook page. That's going to be a relatively quick build, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. It looks like a great little model, so that's cool. But obviously, one of the things in which we're talking about massively at the moment is my recovery build. So recovery build, if you don't know, one of the reasons the channel's been so quiet is because I have been suffering from a heart attack, which I've had an operation for almost a year ago now. And I'm fine. Other bits and pieces going on, but yeah, in that I'm good. But I promised myself that I would do a particular build, and I decided that what I would do is do it on the first year anniversary of my operation. So we're going to kick that off on the 4th of June, but you'll be advised about that a little bit more later. But before that, on the 1st of June, we're going to do this, which is a round table. I've collected, cobbled together some experts, or people who I feel are experts in model making, to sit and discuss the project in a round table and the potential things I might need to overcome. We're going to talk about some figures, because the figures are going to be problematic. The build itself is going to be problematic because it's quite big. Now, there is no time scale for me to finish it, but what I'm hoping to achieve is to get it done within a year. But I'm not going to say it's got to be done by a certain time, because it's going to be, there's far too much work to put myself under that much pressure. The good thing is there's lots of elements to it, which obviously will allow me to do a few more sprue reviews, of which obviously there'll be this is all 1/35, by the way, so there'll be the Akaki bridge, the B5 N2 Kate, and obviously the A6 M2, maybe, I think. It's a Zero, the Japanese Zero fighter. They're all from Border Models, sorry. So they'll all be reviewed, so you'll be able to see the review of the thing, but you'll also be able to see how we build them as well. So it's going to be filmed very similar, the way it's built, to how I did the church diorama, if you remember, going all the way back. So it's a how I do it sort of thing. It's very in depth. It's very involved, because there's an awful lot of scratch building involved. Obviously, the kits are the kits. We're going to modify some of them a little bit, not an awful lot, but figures are going to be an issue, because there aren't really figures that are going to work that well for me. So there's going to have to be some manipulation. There may be some sculpting. I don't know. We'll see. We'll answer those questions in the round table. But yeah, so it's going to be an exciting time. But I want you, the community, to be involved. So there will be more than one round table. I'm planning other things. There'll be some events where we're doing talking about dioramas. There'll be bits about where we talk about particular kits, etc., etc. So it's gonna. The whole idea is it for different things and events to happen throughout the year. So I'll have to keep you keep that program under wraps for now and explain to you as we go along. Again, the main reason for this is because I don't want to overpower myself with too much deadlines and all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, I'm just not going to reach it. And that's what I was alluding to a little bit earlier. So on a personal level, they're the things that are coming to the channel. There are a couple other bits and pieces that I haven't got ready, but they'll follow along. So while I'm doing this year-long build, there will be other projects I'll do, which will be sort of like a mojo, a filler, if you like, or to keep things bubbling along. It's going to take up an awful lot of room in here, that's without a doubt. But on a personal level, for me, I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better than I was, obviously, because I've had the operation, etc. But there are some residue things that are causing quite a few issues. So one of those is my ability for attention to detail, which is quite bizarre, really. In that I am quite forgetful. So I've got notes and books and all sorts of stuff all over the place to try and stop me from forgetting things. And it's something I have to daily go through. So every beginning of every day, I have to go through the list of bits and pieces to make sure I know exactly what I've got to do. And at the end of the day, I've got to tick everything off and then transfer it to the next day so I know exactly what I'm doing off the day, etc. Or however many days. So that's quite frustrating and has had a knock-on effect, I think, with production of stuff for the channel, 100%, because there hasn't been anything going on. And also hitting the targets that I set myself for the community interaction. So I apologise profusely. I'm getting better at it, and I'm getting better in myself of being able to program that code. But it has been it's been an interesting journey, and still continuing. It's just part of who I am now. And it will change and get better and hopefully resolve itself. So thank you for everyone's patience. And that's pretty much where we're at the moment. So there's a lot coming on the channel, an awful lot coming on the channel. And I think now I've done this to camera, I will put this out. But I think maybe live would be better because I can get some interaction and feedback from you guys. But we set the stage in this video, right? Which is all part of it. So yeah, pleased with that. I don't think there's anything else in which I need to cover. So I'm so sorry. I keep fiddling my mouth. I've got cats, and for some reason I feel like I've got cat hair in there. Bizarre. I'll cut that out on my way. But yeah, let me know in the comments of what you think about the forthcoming build. Please make sure those comments on all the videos that are going out in the coming days and weeks and months. You put comments on there, interact, get involved. The best way to get involved with everything really is obviously the different ways in the community to get involved. So the Discord group, Spruce Station, or the Facebook group, the Model Officers Mess, or putting a comment underneath videos like this. Your feedback's really, really important. Just before I go, I'd forgotten to say the Discord group. Talk about that for a moment. The Discord group is quite fascinating in the way that the opportunities that are there. One of the things as members, you get your own forum slot, if you like, of which you can manage to however you want. You can do whatever you want with it. I've set mine up so I can do a build progress forum. So every build I do, I put on there and explain what I'm doing, how I've done it, etc., etc. That could be really quite useful. Certainly if I'm trying to share something, a technique or something like that. You can stick videos up and bits and pieces. So that's pretty cool. That's something in which I would really encourage you to do, is to become a member and get that facility. The reason being is that forums are, it's often said that forums are dying, but the format is really, really, really good. So if we could interject that forum process into a interactive community, where you've got the hangouts and you've got all that instant gratification and stuff that Facebook gives you effectively, but also have the other side all in one place. I think that's for me. I think that's where I think Discord's really going to do well for us as a community. The hangouts obviously are great. It's really great to sit with modelers, have a bit of a laugh and a joke, and talk over some models, and build with people. But it also means that, you know, things like the 48-hour process that we did or do for a charity every year to celebrate the birthday of this group and community, we can use that format, if you like, other times through the year. It doesn't have to be 48 hours, obviously, but you know, you can do group builds where you like our Vietnam group build. We could all say, right, okay, we're going to do a Vietnam group build, and these are the kits in which we'd like to do. And you know, once a month, we all meet up and hang out and build our models, which would be pretty cool. I think if you like a buddy build that you see quite often on YouTube, with lots of people, that'd be cool. That hopefully will come. And with that in mind, although it's just sort of jumped in my head, obviously while I'm doing this recovery build, there's lots of avenues there for you to buy stuff and get involved and build along with me, etc. So yeah, anyway, I'll talk more about that later in our roundtable, because I don't want to give too much away. I've talked quite a lot about it quite extensively, but it's so much more of that onion to reveal and talk about layers and layers and layers. So anyway, there we go. I've already tried to close down once, so I'm going to close down now. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments below whether you think this should be a live thing so we can talk and interact as I'm videoing, or whether you're quite happy for it to just be a very laid back, this is what we're doing, this is what I'm hoping to do, sort of chat. Really interested to know. But until next time, I will catch you later. Bye bye for now.